In 1903, a man walked into Vienna's Central Police headquarters and confessed to a murder. The officers wrote it down. Then they burned the report. Then they made him disappear. His name was never recorded. The victim was never named. And the case, officially, never existed. Until someone found what was buried beneath the floor of a condemned building on Blutgasse, Blood Alley. What they found wasn't just evidence, it was a warning. Vienna, 1903. To the world, a jewel, concert halls, gaslit boulevards, the empire at its peak. But behind the opera houses and fog-soaked courtyards and basement rooms rented to men with no names, another Vienna breathed. Darker, older, a city where corrupt officials moved quietly, where powerful men had long memories, and where certain questions, if asked in the wrong building, were never answered. This is one of those questions. This is the case they tried to erase. October 14th, 1903. A laundress named Martha Brenner arrived at the apartment of Dr. Emil Voss, a respected archivist at the Imperial Court Library. She knocked. No answer. The door swung open on its own. What she saw inside, she never fully described. Not to police, not to her priest. Only her daughter knew that Marta stopped sleeping after that morning and never once returned to that street. The police report described this. Every book on the shelf turned spine inward. Every mirror in the flat covered in black cloth. The furniture arranged in a perfect circle around the center of the room. In the center, a single chair, empty. No body, no blood, no sign of struggle, only a smell, described as cold iron, old paper, and something beneath it, something animal. And on the desk, a sheet of parchment, written in a language no officer at the scene could identify. Dr. Emil Voss, 47 years old, 19 years at the same post, no family, no known enemies, was simply gone. The case was assigned to Detective Inspector Karl Hess. It would consume the remaining 11 months of his life. Hess was methodical. He didn't theorize. He followed. He brought the parchment to 3 linguists. The first refused to examine it after only minutes. The second identified fragments of corrupted ecclesiastical Latin. Nothing liturgical he recognized. The third, a Professor Albrecht Müller, went pale the moment he saw it. 3 days later, Müller was dead. Heart failure. He was 34 years old. Hess turned to Voss's professional life and found a labyrinth. An archivist with unusually high security clearance. Access to sealed collections from dissolved monasteries and suppressed religious orders going back centuries. And evidence that Voss had been quietly photographing restricted documents and mailing copies to a postal address in Prague. When Hess traveled there personally, the address was a burned-out building, destroyed in 1899, 4 years before Voss vanished. Someone had been receiving letters at an address that no longer existed. Then a building superintendent on Blood Alley told Hess something. Voss had secretly rented a subterranean storage room for 6 years, under a false name. Hess went alone. He shouldn't have. The room contained hundreds of document photographs. A hand-drawn map overlaying modern Vienna with a centuries-old version showing buildings that no longer existed. And a wooden box sealed with black wax, bearing a strange mark. A circle bisected by a vertical line with a small cross beneath it, and a diary, Voss's diary, early entries, mundane. But in spring of 1901, everything changed. Voss had opened a collection sealed in 1742, by Empress Maria Theresa herself. The imperial notation read, "These materials are to remain sealed in perpetuity. Those who have knowledge of their contents have been dealt with accordingly." Voss had read them. He wrote in his diary, "I understand now why she sealed it. I understand now what they were. I understand now that they did not stop." He did not specify who they were. His final entry, dated 2 days before his disappearance. "They know I have been here. I do not have time to move everything. I am going to do the only thing left. I am going to confess." Hess brought everything to his superior, Chief Inspector Braun. Braun listened, examined the diary, looked at the photographs. Then he told Hess to close the case. Voss was officially reclassified as a voluntary disappearance. The file was marked closed. Hess refused, and within a week was reassigned to a clerical post in the outer districts. His personal files went missing from his desk, but he had kept copies. Working privately, he identified the wax seal. It belonged to a fraternal society registered in 1887 as a charitable organization. Its members, 2 sitting judges, a deputy police chief, a senior imperial ministry official, and a bishop. But Hess believed it was far older than 1887. Descended from one of the very religious orders Maria Theresa had suppressed. The 1887 registration was a door. Behind it was a hallway stretching back centuries. And whatever Voss had found in that sealed collection, it wasn't merely historical, it was still being used. In July 1904, a maintenance worker repairing Roman-era drainage tunnels beneath Vienna's 1st district discovered a hidden chamber. In a wall recess, a leather satchel. Inside, Voss's photographs, the letters, the diary, and a note in Hess's own handwriting. It read, "If you are reading this, I am no longer in a position to explain it myself. The disappeared do not disappear. They are placed." The names in these pages, going back 300 years, are not the names of victims. They are the names of witnesses. Every generation, someone finds what should not be found. And every generation, the finding is resolved. The man who walked into the police headquarters and confessed to a murder, he was not confessing to what he had done. He was confessing to what he had found. And whoever received his confession was already waiting for him. This is not one case. It is every case, every closed file, every witness who recanted, every archivist who asked the wrong question in the wrong building. This is not history. This is housekeeping. Karl Hess resigned from the police force in August 1904, citing poor health. There is no record of him after that date. No death record, no pension, no grave. Nothing. The satchel was transferred to the Vienna Municipal Archive in 1961 and classified under a departmental reference number. A notation added later, in red ink, reads, "Access restricted. Reason: administrative sensitivity." We requested the file. We were told it does not exist. Then we were told it exists, but cannot be accessed. Then the matter was referred to a higher department. We have not heard back. There is a street in Vienna's 1st district, narrow, medieval, easy to miss. It is called Blood Alley. Locals say it was named for a medieval slaughterhouse, but the oldest municipal records show a different name entirely. Schweigegasse, Silence Alley. Someone changed it. At some point, someone decided that a street named for silence should instead be remembered for blood. I find that deliberate. We are not going to tell you the file reference number. We are not going to name the society, its members, or the order it descended from. Because some doors, once you know they exist, you cannot unknow them. Sleep well.